Hello, my name is Frank Harlander. I am with the tax resolution firm Keystone Financial Solutions, and today we're going to be discussing scams regarding offers in compromise. The IRS started to visit national firms to identify those firms who are offering offers in compromise but are scamming the taxpayers. These are unannounced IRS visits to the national firms, and they pose as taxpayers with IRS tax debts. The purpose of these visits is to identify those firms who promise taxpayers OIC, offer in compromise solutions, but fail to perform a financial analysis. So you understand, nobody, no tax practitioner, can determine if a taxpayer qualifies for an OIC without completing IRS Form 433A. How does the OIC program work? Well, it's a great program for those taxpayers that qualify for it to settle their IRS tax debt for less than the full amount owed. However, it is not a program where the taxpayer simply makes any monetary offer it deems relevant and requests that all tax debt be forgiven. The offer amount is based on the IRS's reasonable collection potential, or RCP, and the RCP is actually computed on IRS Form 433-A. Actually, that form would be an OIC form. The offer amount is based on the taxpayer's net worth, which are the assets less the liabilities, plus the taxpayer's net monthly income, which is based after the subtraction of IRS allowed expenses. And those IRS allowed expenses are sometimes less than the taxpayer's actual expenses. How does the scam work? Well, there's no single approach used by the OIC scammers. When you initially call these firms, the odds are that you will be speaking with the sales rep and not a tax professional. The taxpayer is told that their tax debt can be settled for pennies on the dollar, which sounds very attractive. The taxpayer is falsely informed that the representation firm has a special contact with the IRS, and there is no such special contact that any firm has. It is represented that the firm's OICs are usually accepted by the IRS to entice the taxpayer to agree to sign up for the OIC. The fact that almost 60% of all offers and compromises are rejected by the IRS is not shared with the taxpayer. The firm does not compute the taxpayer's RCP, and when the taxpayer calls up for a progress report or to speak with the representative, their phone calls are not returned. What is the end result of these scams? Well, the tax rep firm will likely receive an OIC rejection letter because the form was incomplete or the pertinent support documents were missing. The rep merely informs the taxpayer that the offer was rejected. They don't focus on why the offer was rejected. Since it can take 9 to 12 months for the OIC to be reviewed by the IRS, interest and penalties continue to accrue over this time period. The taxpayer may have unknowingly extended the statute of limitations by those 9 to 12 months, plus an additional 30 days. The end result is the taxpayer now has rejected offer in compromise and has a higher IRS tax debt because of the additional interest and penalties. So today they are in a worse financial condition than when they started. If you need help with a offer in compromise or any other IRS tax resolution, such as abatement of penalties, installment sales, etc., you can call us at 610-594-2601. And if you'd like to learn more about offers in compromise and how to resolve your IRS tax debt problems, I suggest you read this book, How to Resolve Your IRS Tax Debt Problems, which can be found on Amazon.com. Thank you.